And the battle ended, and the breaths grew still. Regret broke the silence of steel and awakened feeling. The first arrow spoke, though people could not hear it. I am still stuck in Abbas's arms. Tell me, where are the other arrows? Did they go toward the infant and Hussein? From the riverside I cry in pain. Everyone talks about where they landed, the wounds that began with you. So Karbala, a painful story about every arrow and the regret it carried. How it began, and how it was released. Blood sealed the chapter of sorrow, and the 3 arrows of Harmala, each one had its own story that should Karbala. I am the arrow that wished it had missed its target. I never wanted to wound the protector whose hands were cut off. I saw the river of loyalty flowing in his eyes, and within them I saw the image of Sakina. His eyelashes were a homeland of safety. When I struck him, I was blinded by grief. His wound left everyone in confusion, and it shook Karbala. A painful story about every arrow and the regret it carried. How it began, and how it was released. Blood sealed the chapter of sorrow, and the 3 arrows of Harmala, each one had its own story that shook Karbala. Then the second arrow awoke that night. It revealed its place beside the family's tent. Tears fell upon the grave of the infant because of its deep regret. It cried to them, it wept with rubab over the tragedy. The blood of innocence was spilled. The child was gone, and the cradle was empty. The sorrow of his mother's heart. A painful story about every arrow and the regret it carried. How it began, and how it was released. Blood sealed the chapter of sorrow, and the 3 arrows of Harmala, each one had its own story that shook Karbala. I am the arrow that no wise person can excuse. I was aimed at the infant, though I had no choice. I wished I could change my path, but instead I pierced his tiny neck. I made him cry, and I cried too. He was so small. What wrong had he done? Even by the laws of war, it was not just. The whole world knows what happened, though he was small. His tragedy. Then the 3rd arrow rose from among the dust and blood. It had the greatest reason to regret. No lion in the world committed a crime like its crime. In the records of Hussein's martyrdom, my name was written. Harmala's hand released me, and I became the cause. I speak of my crime and weep for it. Even the letters of my name